The Jedi exile and Kreia walk into a medical clinic one day and a stranger calls the exile by name. I know that sounds like the beginning of a joke, but this is a new video series idea I've had where I try to analyze other things through the lens of Kreia's teachings and KOTOR 2 in general. The idea came to me as I was recording footage for this particular side mission in Deus Ex Human Revolution, so I figured it's a good topic as any to start with.
Mr. Jensen. Right.
At this point in time, the main character, Adam Jensen, was attempting to avoid apprehension by the private law enforcement agency, Bell Tower.
Jensen, I've been monitoring calm activity around Hengsha. Bell Tower's looking for you. Hard.
That means that the citizens have also been alerted and thus either assume or have been told that you're a dangerous individual.
Ma'am, have you seen a heavily augmented white male tonight? Most likely wearing a long coat and dark glasses.
No? What is this all about?
This man is extremely dangerous. If you do see him, don't approach him. Just warn the nearest Bell Tower officer you can find. We'll handle it from there.
I'll be sure to do that. What is it he's supposed to have done?
That is none of your concern. Move along.
With that, the possibility of one of them alerting an agent to your presence is a possibility.
Hey, I know you. You're the one Bell Tower is looking for. I seen your picture.
You got the wrong guy.
What's it worth to you for me to think so? Be a simple thing for me to yell out. Maybe a few credits keep my mouth shut, huh?
I'm not giving you anything. And Bell Tower's not gonna thank you for turning in the wrong guy. In fact, they might take you in.
I don't think so. You're him. And you had your chance. Over here, the American.
So encountering someone you've never met, but knows you by name, should at least make you suspicious, if not hostile. If this individual is a threat to you, then Kreia would recommend you investigate, but she wouldn't counsel you to immediately kill this person, especially not in the middle of a crowded lobby.
I would examine the situation as a whole, all of its ties to the Force, and then decide which string to pull, not sever them all at once. Such crude methods grant you nothing.
So you're gonna have to talk to him.
I am not mistaken. You are Mr. Jensen, right?
That depends. Who's asking?
I am sorry, Mr. Jensen. I am being impolite. My name is Wing Hui. I am a doctor here.
I can see that. What I really meant to ask is, how do you know who I am?
Yes, of course. Excuse me, for I am a bit nervous. Bell Tower agents were here a while ago, looking for a man who fits your description. When I heard what they were saying of you, it occurred to me that you might be exactly the person I need.
You're given two dialogue options to choose from. One is marked Challenge, with the description saying that you wish to inquire more into what he means. The other option is marked Redirect, with the description saying that you distrust him and his intentions by accusing him of trying to blackmail you.
Distrust is an effective shield and should be carried always.
If Kreia was whispering into your ear, then the Redirect option is what she'll suggest you take. The man proceeds to put your mind at ease by explaining that the corporation he works for, LIM, has very strict policies about patient confidentiality, especially those who are part of its partnership program. Wink wink. But he goes on to say that he can't go into specifics about what he needs until you agree to do it. Suffice to say, there's a very dangerous man out there who needs to be stopped. A man with Mr. Jensen's capabilities is who can do it. You're given a choice to accept or decline. At this point, almost anyone who watches Kreia videos can accurately determine that Kreia wouldn't even entertain the idea.
If you seek to aid everyone that suffers in the galaxy, you will only weaken yourself and weaken them. It is the internal struggles, when fought and won on their own, that yield the strongest rewards. You stole that struggle from them, cheapened it. If you care for others, then dispense with pity and sacrifice, and recognize the value in letting them fight their own battles. And when they triumph, they will be even stronger for the victory.
And at this point, I can't even make the same arguments I made in Kreia's Conundrum's Help. This man is not in clear and immediate danger. However,
I have seen you display many acts of mercy, charity in our journey. Why?
Kreia counsels and teaches the exile. Kreia wants the exile to value her autonomy. She may dislike your choices when you first make them and may even try to talk you into doing something else, but she's not shy in saying that in the end, it's your choice to make. This side mission most likely will not help you achieve your main mission in any way, but let's assume that as the ex-Jedi that she is, the exile agreed to help.
Fine, I'll do it. Just tell me more.
Thank you. Now please, understand that I am to give you sensitive information on multiple parties.
Now you get 3 dialogue options: facetious, courteous, and impatient. This is an easy one. There's no way Kreia would go out of her way to be courteous to the man, since there's nothing to be gained by doing that. She might in a way reply with a facetious remark, but Kreia basically lacks any sense of humor, and since she considers this side task as a waste of time to begin with, impatient is the option she's gonna want to choose, in order to get this over with. The Good Doctor recounts how governments illegally enhance soldiers with experimental augmentations to send them on Black Ops missions, but the private corporation Bell Tower does the same, and they sometimes hire limb clinic doctors to perform the operations. Doctors like our new friend here.
Yeah, just hammer it out, Doc.
It concerns Bell Tower Associates. You know the work they do here, but what you and the rest of the general public do not know is that they sometimes contract limb doctors to operate in private for them on special projects.
What kind of special projects?
What you Americans call black operations. Bell Tower selects some of their best soldiers and make them to be super augmented with experimental, top-secret hardware.
Not to sound too jaded, Doc, but none of that comes as a big surprise. Stuff like that's been going on for years.
Yes. Your government and mine have both been guilty of this practice, I am sure. But Bell Tower is not a government. They are a private corporation, a private army on sale to the highest bidder.
Is this about stopping Bell Tower then? Because as much as I might hate them right now, I'm only one man.
No. It is not all of Bell Tower I need help with. It is just one of their covert operatives, a man named Michael Zelazny. He was implanted with experimental hardware, and to an extent that is way beyond legal regulations. I am ashamed to say I have operated on him myself, and he has been used in countless secret operations for the Chinese and others.
You're presented with 3 dialogue options again, and yes, as you've no doubt have guessed, let's get this over with, Kreia's getting impatient. With malicious, Jensen says that he might just end up enjoying this.
Be warned, the highest of mysteries cannot be found by falling to the dark side. It is a quick path and often a short one.
Kreia encourages you to be thoughtful in situations when making decisions, because there's a lot to gain by doing so. But this is not one of those situations. You've already made the choice. Zelazny and his Black Ops unit went rogue, and 2 weeks later, a city official was killed. The Doctor is convinced that it was their doing. Zelazny contacted him to go to the back of a meat shop and do repairs on one of the members' damaged augmentations. The Doctor wants Jensen to go there, find Zelazny, and make him see reason, as he puts it. 2 inconsequential dialogue options appear: confident and sarcastic. The confident response description is, "I'll do what I can." The sarcastic one reads, "I'm sure nothing could go wrong." This one could go either way. The confident response moves things along faster, but Kreia isn't beyond mockery.
Don't pretend to understand us. We Mandalorians are a breed apart.
If by apart you mean scattered, broken, and lost, then yes, you are correct.
But you always have to take into account if Kreia is trying to manipulate people. There are reasons that can be theorized as to why Kreia spoke to Mandalore the way she did. No one is going to benefit from you mocking this Doctor, and it's impossible to care any less for him and his actions than Kreia would. With that said, in my opinion, the confident response is what Kreia would prefer. Either way, the Doctor tells you not to dismiss the possibility of speaking to Zelazny, and if he can't be convinced and you're forced to kill him, then an augmented soldier like yourself is a good candidate to actually do it and survive.
I'll do what I can.
I am sure you are up to the task. Mr. Zelazny is a soldier, not a maniac. Your unique situation will no doubt resonate with him. And if things do turn sour and he must be terminated, I think you are quite a good candidate to get it done. Or at least survive.